Welcome to People to People. I'm your host, Micah Mater. We all want to fall in love and live happily ever after, right? But is the whole thing a myth? Or is it really possible to find your soulmate? Well, Love McPherson, her real name, is the author of Why Didn't They Tell Me? 5 truths everyone should know about love. And she's here today to talk about love myths. Hello, how are you today?
I am great. It's great to be here.
Good. First, before we go on, Love, that's your real name, seriously?
That really is my real name. It's my middle name. My mother named me Love because of her love for my dad. Aww. They were married 60 years. Relationship was just like a staple in our home.
Seriously?
We talked about it, advice all the time.
Really?
People came to my house all the time to sit under my mother to learn about relationships.
Really?
So I was groomed for this day.
So it wasn't their job, everyday job?
No, absolutely.
It's just something they talked about in their, everyday life.
I was the 6th of 8 children. My mother's job was at home to raising us. Yeah. But I feel like this: if you can still name somebody Love after you've had 6 children, you really are in love, right?
So you know from what you talk about. Then,
absolutely,
that's for sure.
And 32 years of experience with the love of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
32, really?
32. Yeah.
Well, I'm 20, so how about
that?
Yeah. so we can both talk a little bit about. Let's talk about a little. First of all, do we know what we're looking for when we're looking for love when we set out to do it?
Usually it depends on your experiences. The biggest thing is not if we know what we're looking for, it's the past pain of fears that we're trying to avoid. And I find that is really the biggest issue, is that if you've been betrayed on or been cheated on or something like that, what you do is you begin to build walls. And so, one of the myths is that, will this person come and find me? Will he come and rescue me like a Prince Charming? But the proximity of your heart is off because you have built a wall and he can't find you. You would need one of those nice little Rapunzel braids or weaves or whatever you can do, but is that going to be strong enough to hold him as he climbs up it?
So a real man or woman should be able to find me. That's a myth.
That is absolutely.
You need to find them.
Well, you know what? First of all, you need to find yourself. Okay. And so you need to determine where you are in your heart. Are you a heart of fear or a heart of love? Love requires vulnerability. So you cannot decide that I want this person, but I'm only going to let him in certain compartments of my heart because those are under construction and those need repair. Get the repair. Understand that, yes, there may be some disappointments to your love. This person is not your savior. He is your soulmate. Okay?
And he's your companion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're going to life together. He's not here to save you, like you said.
Absolutely. He's not going to rescue you from your bad, home and take you into nirvana.
That's what you have to do first.
You need to be happy internally before you depend on someone externally to make you happy.
We keep saying men and women, but this applies to both, right?
Both, absolutely.
All right, another myth. A good woman or man can change an angry, abusive beast into a loving, caring gentleman or woman. I know that's not true.
No, that's absolutely false. But now, a lot of times you hear people say, people don't change. People do change. I am not my 16-year-old self.
Right.
Okay, you evolve into the things. The difference, though, is people don't change you because you want them to change. People don't change because you fuss and nag at them to change.
Right.
People don't change because you're angry at them because they won't change. They change when they have the experience that actually changes everything about what their belief system and their paradigms. When it is enough to say, hey, maybe I'm on the wrong path. And usually that happens either with a God experience, something that has to do with a tragedy, catastrophe. Those are life-changing experiences that actually change people, but not your nagging.
So walk away. Just walk away because that's not your soulmate
Don't
anyway.
Don't expect change. If you're going to marry somebody, you know what you should expect? You should expect, what if they get 10% worse than what they are right now? Would I still be able to love them? If you can't, you're right. Walk away.
Myth 3, the most magical love is love at first sight.
That sounds like such a great thing, and the fireworks in the background and all of that. However, the truth of this is that it's not always about chemistry. Chemistry does play a part, but you'd have to get to know somebody's heart. That is the earliest stage of attraction, is the physical, the palpitating hearts, I was sweating, I was feeling like, that's the earliest stage, but that does not sustain long-term love.
It's ebbs and flows. Love changes over the years.
Absolutely. You must be married 20 years.
Yes, Yes, I am. Myth number 4, just because he's a bad boy or bad girl who completely lied about who he or she was in order to get me doesn't mean I can't trust him in the future. I don't know about that.
Oh, see, lie is portrayal. Now, usually a lie didn't start with you and it won't finish with you.
Right.
That's probably a habit they have been using to get what they want for a long period of time. Lies are betrayal that actually hurt. It means I will choose me over you. I will choose whatever means I can to get my way.
Yeah.
I'm sure 99% of the time that will carry on into your relationship. So if you're not prepared for a liar, don't get under the bus with a liar, okay? And so, absolutely. And yes, you have to see what you see. Don't pretend it's not there. You have to go ahead and pay attention.
I think people need to realize that, as you say, your 16-year-old self looks at love differently than your 30 and 40-year-old self. And you have to evolve with that and kind of morph into the new person that you've become and look for that love in that way. And another thing is find yourself, what you said, and be have self-esteem within yourself. And the more person who feels that way feels more empowered to find love, or if love kind of works out.
And that is so true. You know, character. If we could focus on character, because character will carry you through from 16 to 40, you know, but maybe that six-pack won't, okay? So what you want to do, if you develop character, character will continue to build character. I started with a certain level of character, but I have continued to work on myself and build myself. I'm not there, but I continue to want to improve. But if you don't even have a desire to improve, then, you know, and all that you are caught up in is the looks and the chemistry and how he, you know, works me, you know, that's
you have to fall in love with the soul.
Oh, you do. You absolutely do.
Because the soul remains the same.
Absolutely.
Physically, you change. It's just life.
That soul is the person who will say, I will, and actually carry through, love you in sickness and in health.
That's right.
Okay?
Love McPherson, thank you so much. Get her book. It's fabulous. Appreciate it. And congratulations. 30, how many years?
32.
32, all right. And counting. That's
Happily
what I said.
Ever After is available.
All right.